Good morning. I am coming on to do a decorated beaker box. Now I made this last week and it is a Luminary and it just opens up, you pop your battery operated tea light inside, obviously you switch it on and Bob's your uncle. I have had a few comments regarding it, so I thought I would do a wee tutorial on it. So to decorate our box, we are going to cut our cardstock, our DSP down to, now the box itself is 4¼ but you're obviously wanting to bring it just down a tiny wee bit. So I am coming in 1/8 of an inch. So it is actually, let me see, that will be 4 3/16 of an inch. Okay, is that right? 4¼ yep, that's right. I'm second guessing myself. So we need 2 of these. That's one. That's one there. Then we need another one for the bottom. You don't have to do the bottom if you don't want to. I just prefer a full decorated project. That's for my bottom. Then for our sides, now let me think what my width was. 2 1/8, so we're bringing it into 2. So that is 2 inch by 4 3/16. So I'm going to do the 4 3/16 first, then we'll get 3 out of this. So we'll come into the 4, cut, that's 1, go down to the 2, 2 and 3, then we'll do our last one, that's 4 3/16. All these measurements will be on my blog, so you don't have to worry about remembering them. There we go. Now that could be cut down to be put inside if you wished. I'm not going to. Okay. Next up we need a piece of vellum, because I use vellum over the top of the acetate because it gives a softer view. So let me just find my vellum. I did have some lying out. There we are. I'm not sure this will be big enough, so just need to see what we can do. So we are coming in, let me see, 1/2 inch I think, all the way round. Yep, round about. So that's an inch. So we're needing 3. Let me think. Should have enough. I'm just going to trim that part off first so we can get rid of the yucky bit. Get rid of that score line there, so we don't want that either. Right, and then we're going for, let me think, so if I go for 3½, that's going to give me some wiggle room with how much spare I have, because I need some room for to glue it on. So 3½, and that's going to get chopped out and that placed in. Okay, so let me just start working on this. So this is where I need to probably use something darker, because I have been using just a normal pen. Right, so we're coming in 1/2 inch, so I'm going to use the one because it's a bit easier to work on. And if I bring you down, you should be able to see better. Move the mouse out the way, might be good. And bring my pen in. Right, so line up the one and put, let me just make sure that's straight. Put a little mark. Come on, you behave. My hands are really shaky today, so I'm trying to be careful. Mark at the 1/2 inch. Okay, you can see that tiny blue mark there. Okay, do that all the way around your 1/2 inches. So I'm going to 1 1/2 and marking at the 1. Okay, turn it, do the same again. Mark at the 1/2 inch. 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 Mark at the 1/2 inch, and last, I've got to make it a bit flatter because the 6 seems to have a bit of a bevel in it. I think it's with me messing around with it. Right, so I'm going to do this lightly, but I want you to line your lines up and just bring your pen down, okay? And do that all the way around again. Okay, there's my line. You only need to do this with one. This is just for the top. Right, now if you want to save this part, use your X-Acto knife, okay? So my X-Acto isn't the best knife in the world, but I'll try it. I'm going to use my other ruler because it's a bit flatter. But what you're going to do is line up your pencil lines again, or your pen line. Take your X-Acto knife and bring it down to where it meets the points. Just give it a second rerun just to make sure. And do that all the way around again. Okay, so from the cross to the cross. From the cross to the cross. And last one. From the cross to the cross. And it just falls out. So you can use that in something else. Then we're going to take our vellum and we need to pop that inside. Okay, so we'll do it on the reverse, like so. Now you can use sticky tape, that would be absolutely fine. I'm just going to use Tombow. So I'm only adding a small amount, if it will come out, that is. There we go. And I'm going quite close to the edge because I don't want it not catching. There we are. Then we put our vellum on top of that. Like so. Just smooth that out. Okay, and just leave that aside for a minute to dry. Okay, so that's out the way. And what we can do is start to stick our baker box decoration on. Now I'm going to use Kalal because I'm running low on my Tombow and I'm not putting an order until tomorrow. And I don't want to run out. So I'm using the green side. It is different green from this, but it's from the same suite. Jaden, you watch your time please, it is now 8 o'clock. So just make sure it's stuck down well, because if it's getting handled to open and close to put the battery on and off, you're going to find that bits are going to appear up if it's not stuck down well, corners peeling up, etc. Right, bring it in and you'll see it's a very fine border all the way around. It's just enough and no more. Gorgeous. Right, then we'll do this side. I'm going to have these facing the right way up, that might help. Just maybe. Give that a good press down. And because it's wet glue, you can wiggle it about a wee bit before you set down. I'll leave that front section because I'm going to punch a little thumb notch out of it. Oops, that's the wrong way, but it doesn't matter. And we're back one. If I had been paying attention, I would have made sure that these were all facing the right way, but I wasn't. Right, so we need a little thumb notch. Let me just move my stuff out the way to find my where's it gone to? Must have put it away. Oops, that's a big one. Oh, sorry. So this is the 3/4 inch, and what I'm going to do is just fold it ever so slightly and pinch so I can find the centre. Okay, and then all I'm going to do is just bring that in and just cut away a wee notch. Okay, doesn't need to be perfect. Just needing another wee bit either side. So you just need to play around with it till you get it where it is. So you can see I'm just taking a tiny amount off. And the same at that side. That should be better. I'm just going to take another wee tiny smidgen off this side here, just up at the top. That should be us rocking. Yep. Okay, so we'll get that glued down. You could fussy cut that out once it's down if you are confident enough to do it. I'm not. I did do it with one of my other ones and it just wasn't very neat. Remember, with this being wet glue, you have got wiggle room, so don't worry if you're off a tiny wee bit. Alright, now to cover this bit, that's where I become a bit clever. So we take one of our scrap pieces, and we punch out a circle. Oops, wrong size. Let me just check if that is going to be alright. Yep. And we just glue that down. That's okay. Right, and then we are going to put this one on. Okay. Locked, please. That's the wee one going to school. So just glue all around the outside and take good care to make sure the corners are glued, because as I mentioned, no, it's fine, just go out the front door and put the snip down. Ah, no. Give that a wee clean off. Let me just grab this and a little bit of alcohol. That will take that off right away. I don't want any goobers on it. There we go. Perfect. Silly me. Right, just line it up and plop it down. Remember, you've got a little bit of wiggle room, so just take your time and make sure it's stuck down well. Bye honey, have a good day. That's the wee one away to school. Dropped my X-Acto knife. Right, let me get rid of the DSP. I'm not even answering him because he's just attention seeking. Right, so that was Frosted Floral. Just put that back in there. Jaden, you're going to miss your bus! Right, so we've got that. Then we need, let me think, I should have some little deer. Yep, they're here. That's just my medication reminder, because I forget all the time. So we've got our reindeer. I haven't got any corners cut, so I'm going to cut a few corners. Which I should have done before I came on, I know, but I didn't think that far ahead. Sorry, all the clattering and banging and whatnot. Just trying to clear up a bit before I do that. Move that over there. Bring my big shot in. My detailed deer. I'm going to lift you up a little bit so I don't clobber you with this camera. I am going to lift a shimmering white. No, it's not, but I have got shimmering white in there, so I want one of them. That's it. So I'm going to cut this down first because I don't need a full sheet of it. I'm just going to cut it down to A5 and we'll work with that. Oops. There we go. Right. Put that in there, and we need I'll do another one of him while I'm there. One, two. I think I might have enough flowers. I'm not going to bother doing flowers. If I run out, then it'll be a case of so be it. Right. Let's just cut this out. One. Poke it out. Take the bits off. One. Take the wee bits out. That's the razor. Plain sticking knot. You're coming out. And we'll put that one up there so I'm not wasting card. Right, take that off. Come on, thank you. Push that away, I don't need that. Take the wee reindeer out. You can get put away for another time. Wee gentle wiggle and it just falls out. And as you can see, I've still got quite a lot of cardstock there that I can use for another project. Right, so pop these out. One. Two. There we go. Then we've got this one we need to take the wee bit out of and poke out the wee flower bits, which are really annoying. And where did I put the other one? It's here. There we go. Now, as I said, I do have a few flowers already done. So I can get rid of these dies, put them back in the wee envelope. Right, and flowers 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're a wee bit short. You just need to make do with what I've got. Right, so to decorate, we are going to add our little deer. I'm just adding a wee smidgen at his foot, and I'll do the same with his antlers. Just little bits here and there so they stay down, and any wee excess bits will rub away easily. There we are. And we want to put them at an angle, like so. I'm just rubbing over that to make sure any wee excess lines of glue are away. Right, and for the corners I'm going to use my glue pen because it is more detailed to get into them bits and bobs. If I remember what I've done with it. There it's there. Right. So, corners. Just press onto some of the parts so that it stays down. Just don't flood it or it will never stick. It will just jump all around. There we go. Take that, place it into the corner and press down. And what I'm going to do is actually just put that little punch on there just to weigh it down while I do the rest. If I wasn't on camera I would wait and hold it because it doesn't take that long. But I'm already at nearly half an hour just to decorate a box. Crazy! And I've got one other one. I'll bring it in a wee bit. There we are. Move that over to there now. Turn it round. Bring in my next one. That should be my last reminder. I'm a bit late with my tutorials this week. Normally I've got them all scheduled before 8 o'clock on a Monday, but I wasn't feeling very well on Friday. Saturday I was recuperating really, so I didn't really get a chance to get much done, and yesterday was the first day I had really been out my bed. Right, so we'll turn that round and do our last corner. Now you can obviously decorate this how you like. It is absolutely up to you. how you decorate it. I don't have any of that polka dot tulle left, so I think I'll be leaving that off, because I don't even have the very vanilla version of it yet. That's on my wish list, but every time I think I'm done with my pre-orders, there's something else that I really like and end up wanting more of. There we go. And I'll just slide that over to there. And then I'm just going to mount up my wee flowers. So just a wee bit of glue and layer it on top of those ones. Give it just a wee press in. Make sure it's lined up right. There we go, there's one. Another one on here. And for the last one. And just finish it off, I've got my Stampin' Up bling, and I'm going to add a couple of petals onto the centre of the flowers. Oops. So I'm just using these wee ones. One, two, oops, you're not very central. And four. Oops, that one's spun around. And four. Oops, I put it on upside down. Dozy me. Don't know if I'll be able to lift that. Can't believe I've done it. It's actually not too bad considering. So let me just do it the right way now. That's because I've been hurrying for this blooming video. Right, let's try again. Only the right way this time. So it's got to be upside down so that you can open it properly. Silly mare. And the few little bits that are there I will remove with my glue eraser. And then all you're doing is opening that up. I've got a box of tea lights, but rather than pull them all out, I'll just steal the same one. Put your little light in, close it up, and that's your luminary. Now the other one I did add some foliage at the front. You can see here there's some green foliage. You can easily do that. Just put your foliage on the inside and you can spiral it up or whatever and it will work just the same. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you've not went to sleep, but it does take a wee bit of time when you're cutting and measuring everything, and I'm a bit pedantic with things like this, which does make it a bit longer, but I hope it's been worth it. Just make sure that's stuck down better now. Anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. I'll speak to you all soon. Bye for now.